Good morning, this is Jennifer Barrera. Today on therapies towards Cine videos, I will be addressing happiness. To be happy, you have to achieve something that you want. You have to feel confident in your own being. You have to have this sensory development that you're at ease with your own self and with others or with specific people in your surroundings. Here I state that sometimes in our lives we have a business. We open a door and there's many out there doors that can open, and we want the very best as others are seeking their own good. So here it goes. I am not friend with many and most president in each country. Out of diplomacy, many of us can deal with specific people in terms of society, in terms of culture, in terms of good being, in terms of diplomacy, in terms of excellence, a member of society who was distinguished in their work or in their business. I do say this for this reason. I learn all psychiatry laws for words expression and any vulgar statement. In my work, there's been a lot of vulgarity that I had to deal with, mostly reaction or words used by others, so then I could use it and mold and create from it. Sometimes by doing this, people assume and make assumption. The law of assumption. Go for it. Sometimes it comes through. It comes very much a reality. Oftentimes it doesn't. So upon this, I'd like to say that I do not diminish. I do not backstab a president. I am not against them. I'm just stating in terms of society and in terms of my own self without harming any individual of society. I must say this for there's work that I do that they don't have to do and they're not committed to. The same for the cinema. Many of my stories do not compromise them. They're not put or their image against their own well-being. It mustn't. So I state this without perjuries, without any infliction of pain to themselves or to their surroundings. Any judge would laugh. Any person who's educated in law, rather in psychiatry, rather in civil law, rather in martial law, or any other laws that are developed in society would laugh and say, that's weird. That's a bit odd. That's a bit peculiar. That's a bit, there's a specific that we didn't know that they had to address. And it mustn't if I didn't. But I have to say it out of good intention and also good curiosity. Who would think that I have to make them men of vulgar street expression? I mustn't. They can use words for their own implication, for their own self-expression, for their own commitment to society and to their citizens. Yet here, my work has been in psychiatry apart, and my commitment to send the information to specific hospitals, doctors, to specific members that had to understand moments that shouldn't occur, specific cultures that were inflicted, that were maybe perhaps misguided. Also members of the police who don't understand it is very different, a police member from a detective who or an agency or different various agencies. My commitment was to actually express enough so they understood that a society can be molded for the best and yet it has consequences. So I'm not doing any negative statement here, but sometimes people have to understand laws apply themselves, and it goes from there. So wishing people, the audience, the client, and who sees this video can acknowledge this without without feeling bad about themselves or anybody else. It's not funny. Laws sometimes are not funny, or specific stories are not funny. So I do say this because we've got results that were very comical. And the cinema, Hollywood, I do miss, and I have to say, I would want to be in a house far away from this small city where I'm at. in a bigger house with, the sun entering in my flowers and everything very beautiful. So if any time soon I can have all my business and my things running in Hollywood, understanding, acknowledging this, that would be great. For every other member of their companionship and among that industry, I can say that most people, we wish that people are doing their work and they're enjoying. In this part of my work, I believe that much was clear and done nicely, so there is no conflict with myself. So wishing you have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye.